I'm back in high school and I'm cutting class, which I never did. The only class I would go to was gym class. I decided to go into one of my classes. Luckily, the teacher didn't see me walk in late. There's a whole bunch of kids in the classroom and they're talking about some nonsense. So I leave. On my way to lunch, I get lost in a whole bunch of alleyways in a city. So I'm no longer in my school. I'm in a city and I get lost in a whole bunch of different alleyways. I know where I need to go, but I don't know how to get there. You remember that scene in Bloodsport where they had to walk through this dark alley to get to the Kumite? That's what it was. I kept walking through these dark alleys and I was lost. So as I'm walking through this alley, I either run into a Chinese restaurant or a laundromat. Those two things. This whole time, I have a Chinese food container. I'm holding on to it. And this Chinese food container has a little bit of Chinese food left in it. You know those Chinese food containers that you get, the plastic containers that they give you when you get takeout? I had that and it had a little bit of Chinese food left. And I felt like I needed to hold on to this Chinese food because it was going to be important. I was going to need it for something. So I keep coming across the same restaurants, the same laundromats, the same stores. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I escape this loop? So all of a sudden it hits me. I know what I'm doing wrong. I know how to get myself out of this situation, out of this loop. You know how in Mario Brothers, in one of the castles, you need to choose the right path in order to progress into the castle? That's what it was like. I just had to choose the right path in order for me to progress and find my way out of this loop. So I finally get out of this loop and I end up in this big mall, in this food court. There's a ton of people eating. So I can see people eating in the food court. And there's a door that would lead me into the food court and get me out of this alleyway loop that I'm in. But I can't open the door. I'm trying to open the door and it's not opening. Then in a really rare moment in my dream, I now know that I'm dreaming. And I have a feeling that the dream is about to end.